Welcome back to Crypto Story. On today's video, we'd like to discuss Mana, how it's currently performing, and what we could expect during the upcoming days and hours. But before doing so, I would highly appreciate if you could give me a thumbs up down below. And as well, if you have seen my previous videos, if you enjoy the content, do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well. It will be highly appreciated and you will be supporting the channel by doing so. So let's get started on Mana. Well, what you can clearly see is that we are forming a falling wedge pattern. We have seen multiple touch points underneath this descending resistance on the 4-hourly time frame, and we have seen as well multiple touch points on top of this descending support as well on the 4-hourly time frame. So this means this is a confirmed pattern, and therefore if we do see a breakout here, we will see a breakout heading all the way towards the $3.39. So that is absolutely important to know, that the yellow line is actually going to be our price target in case we do see a breakout occur. In case we do see actually a further decline, what I think is absolutely important is that if we do not break out above this descending resistance heading towards the price target at $3.39, it is actually most likely that we are going to see a breakdown occur underneath this descending support and head even further down. What you can see is that our descending support is actually perfectly aligned with the 0.786 Fibonacci at $3.15, and therefore if we do see a further decline underneath it, I think it is most likely that we are going to see a further decline heading towards the $2.93 before we will be able to find a support zone. So that's actually quite important to notice. And what I would like to place right away is actually a fixed range volume profile to measure where we could see the most amount of support and resistance during the upcoming days. So by selecting the swing low towards swing high, you can see that the most amount of volume was actually traded where we are currently trading at. So that is actually quite interesting to me. Especially because we have to still break out above it, and we are right now retesting this range as a level of resistance. So where we are currently trading at is actually right underneath the $3.25 level of resistance above us, and if we do break out above it, it is actually quite likely that it will become a support range due to the fact that this was the range where we did see the most amount of volume traded on the fixed range volume profile. Therefore, if we do break out above it, it will be a major level of support, but still right now it is serving as a level of resistance, and therefore we have to monitor this range very closely. Well, this being said, I would like to head right away towards the RSI. On the RSI, what you can see is actually something that I think is quite significant due to the fact that if we zoom in a bit closer, you will be able to see that we have been creating these beautiful higher lows on the RSI, but we have seen as well these lower lows ever since that point in time on the chart. Therefore, this is a bullish divergence taking place, and that is actually why we are currently holding strong on top of this descending resistance, and we are seeing this movement towards the upside, or this increase in price action taking place right now due to the fact that we're seeing this bullish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame. And that is something I am looking forward to see even further increase in price action and a breakout occur heading towards the $3.39 due to the fact that we are as well seeing here on the RSI plenty of space to see further continuation before breaking out above the dotted line on the upper part. Therefore, I'm actually convinced that if we right now see a breakout outside of this pattern heading towards the $3.39 is actually high likely to occur, and the RSI is as well confirming that we are holding strong on top of this range due to the fact that we're seeing a bullish divergence. If we head towards the 1-hourly time frame, what you can see here is that we are as well seeing this minor bullish divergence taking place. We are seeing this higher low on the RSI, and we are seeing this minor lower low on the chart. Therefore, this is as well a minor bullish divergence, and what is actually most important to me right now is that you can clearly see that we have as well plenty of space on the 1-hourly time frame to see further growth and continuation towards the upside, and therefore I'm actually convinced that if we do right now see even more momentum towards the upside, it is highly likely that we are going to see a breakout occur. So this being said, I would like to discuss right away the EMA ribbon, especially because it's a level of resistance on top of us. So if we enable the 1-hourly EMA ribbon, what you can clearly see is that we are not just retesting $3.25, a major level of support and resistance due to the fact that we saw major volume being traded at this point in time, but what I think is actually quite important as well is that we are retesting the 1-hourly EMA ribbon. Therefore, what we are currently seeing is as a major level of resistance being retested, and what we are actually wanting to see is actually a breakout here above the EMA ribbon on the 1 hourly time frame, as well above the $3.25, and eventually you see even further continuation by breaking out above this descending resistance, finding support on top of it, and heading all the way towards the $3.39. So this is for sure what could occur during the upcoming hours. But of course, if we do see further continuation towards the descending resistance, it is likely that we're going to get rejected and head once more back down towards a touch point on top of this descending support. So that is absolutely a possibility, especially because if we head towards a 4 hourly time frame, what you can see here is that the EMA ribbon is actually perfectly aligned together with this descending resistance on the 4 hourly time frame as well, meaning that we are actually experiencing a major level of resistance. We are not just seeing the 1 hourly EMA ribbon that's being retested right now, but we are as well seeing the 4 hourly EMA ribbon as a level of resistance above us, and the descending resistance, and lastly, perhaps the most important level of resistance on top of us, the $3.25, due to the fact that we have seen major volume being traded at these ranges. So currently, what you have to do is monitor this very closely, but as I said previously, it is likely that we are going to get rejected due to the fact that we're seeing so much resistance above us, and head straight back down, trade in between these ranges before seeing a breakout taking place, or perhaps a breakdown heading towards the 1 Fibonacci at $2.93. Lastly, during this video, I would like to discuss the MACD, but before doing so, if you haven't yet purchased Mana and you are actually willing to purchase this cryptocurrency, do not forget that down below in the description you will be able to find a link towards Bybit, where you will be able to earn up to 4,100 USD Tether by using the link down below. What is actually quite important is that this is only for first-time depositors, so do not forget that. And what is even more important is that this absolute crazy deposit bonus is only there until the 6th of January. So you only have 24 hours left to use this Bybit deposit bonus. So do not forget to do so. And let's get started on the MACD on Mana. So what we are seeing on Mana on the MACD is that we are really experiencing minor momentum towards the downside, what I think is actually quite good, but unfortunately it hasn't been a major momentum towards the downside. Therefore, if we do right now experience momentum towards the upside, I personally think that it won't be significant enough to see that major breakout taking place above this descending resistance, where we are seeing multiple resistance ranges combining themselves as a major level of resistance. Right now, I'm actually quite doubtful that we are going to be able to see this breakout occur, but what I think is important is that we would like to see actually the price action of Mana stay in between these ranges and eventually see that breakout towards the $3.39, or perhaps a breakdown towards the $2.93 taking place. What I think is good to know is that we are seeing this crossover of momentum towards the upside, so perhaps we are going to experience more momentum towards the upside right now, but you have to take into consideration that we are seeing that much resistance on top of us, and perhaps it won't be able to see that breakout occur right now. If we head towards the 1 hourly time frame, what I think is good to know is that we already experienced momentum towards the upside. Unfortunately, we are right now seeing a minor decline of momentum towards the upside, and what this is actually showing us is that we are actually having quite a difficulty underneath the $3.25. We are not able to see that further continuation above this range, because if we would like to see a breakout occur eventually above this descending resistance, what is actually most important is that we have to break out above the $3.25 range to be able to see that further growth towards the $3.39. So that is for sure absolutely important. And as well, on the MACD, what you're seeing right here is that we are experiencing momentum towards the upside. We are seeing a further decline. So perhaps if we continue right now declining in price action, we will eventually see a crossover occur, and as well, we won't see even more momentum towards the upside getting started on the 4 hourly time frame. So right now, I'm actually doubtful that we are going to see this breakout occur. But what I think is important is that you have to monitor this pattern very closely to be able to see if we are going to see eventually a breakout occur above this descending resistance and a move towards the $3.39, or if we are going to actually break down below this descending support and head towards the $2.93. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy the content, do not forget to give me a big thumbs up. It will be highly appreciated, and you will be supporting the channel by doing so. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.